What's up everyone, today's video is a bit more simple than the other ones, no b-roll, just a simple video of me talking to you. A lot of people ask me like, well Shrey, okay, you're making all these videos, how do I start my own journey? And this is kind of addressing that. It's not as hard as you think. Many people think you want to be great, bang, you're just great the next day. No. So in today's video I'm going to clear some of the doubts around what it takes to do something actually. I talk about a bit of my journey in the past 1 year where I decided to change. Just let me just tell you, it's not easy. It's a hard process, but it's damn worth it, man. So without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, before we move on, just like the video, just like it, because I know you're liking this right now. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here. So like the video. Thank you. So firstly, the title of the video, the power of small changes. And how I started my self-improvement journey is this way. I thought then that to become great, it just happens in one day. I thought it will only take one day, but I was very wrong about that. So how I started was simple. Firstly, I just wanted to wake up 5 a.m. So for the past 1 year, I'd been waking up at 11, 12, 1, whatever. Suddenly, I'm telling myself, Shay, you're gonna wake up at 5 tomorrow. Of course, I was able to wake up for the first few days, but then I just started giving up. I couldn't keep up with the goals I was setting. They were simply just too big. The thing is, I thought that if I would wake up at 5 o'clock tomorrow, I'd be great. If I'd study like all day tomorrow, I'd be great. The thing is, my mind and body weren't adjusted to that kind of load, that kind of workload. My body wasn't adjusted to me working out every day, hard, like crazy hard. My mind wasn't adjusted to that either. So you can see the problem with this is consistency, and me putting big goals in front of me that my mind or body isn't adjusted to. So the first 3 months, 6 months, 9 months went like this, and only the last 3 months have been the best of like the entire history of my life. Before, I couldn't even go 1 or 3 days without messing up. Like, I would work for one day, then boom, binge Netflix the other. Work for half a day, then boom. It wasn't consistent. My mind wasn't strong enough then. But me just brute forcing through all these walls, I somehow am at that point where I can work out. I can work out hard. I can wake up early every day. I can study for long hours a day. So it's just a process. But in reality, I just wasted a bunch of time. If I would have gone slow, if I would have, let's say, I knew that I could only study for half an hour before. If I knew that, all I had to do was study for half an hour for the first week, study for 1 hour for the second week, study for 1.5 hours for the third week, and then slowly ramp it up. What I was doing, this happened for months, was I'd get some motivation. Oh, let's go! I'm pumped, super pumped. Let's go. Study for one whole day full on. Next day dead. Study for 3 days, gone. Gone for another week. Study for 7 days. Somehow, I was relying on motivation. Now it's just brute force discipline. But you see what happened there. I kind of wasted a lot of time, and I realized it's the same with working out. If you have no workout history, you can't just do 50 kgs one day. You have to take it slow. First you'll be at 5 kg, progressive overload. Then why didn't I progressively overload my mind? Your mind is a muscle. It needs to be trained. It needs to be progressively overloaded. I was just boom, overloaded one time, and then dead for another week, dead for another month. I was just doing that. I wasted a lot of time basically. Another thing is I'm still to this date extremely impatient. Many of you don't know that, but I'm extremely impatient with what I want to do with myself, what I want to achieve. If I'm telling myself, okay, I want to achieve this, yeah, I want to achieve it tomorrow. That's what my mentality. I struggle to wait for things to come for the right time. Like, even right now as I speak, I feel trapped because I can't do many of the things that adults can do. For example, get a job, drive a car, get a license, buy a house, buy this, buy that, buy that. So I'm just impatient with what my age is. I'm impatient to actually get to that age level. So that's just another problem with me. So two things with me. I set big goals and I'm extremely impatient. Two things that you should not do. I am slowly improving. I'm trying to become more patient, trying to slowly change, progressively overload my mind. All that aside, what should you do? How should you start? Let's say you're studying 1 hour a day today. Okay, study 1 hour a day for the next week, and the next week after that, increase the amount you worked by 10% and do that much, study that much, and then 10% increase the next week, 10% increase the next week. And also talk about rest for one day. I know how important rest is for me, but I just hate it and then I pay for it because my mind just dies out. I worked hard every day. I was working 10 hours a day for the last 14 days. Extremely stressful, extremely, like mind's occupied all the time. You're taking information from here, that, you're learning. See, I haven't even set a rest day for myself. That's the mistake I did. And then today I pay for it. I messed up bad today. I didn't study as much. I didn't study. I was dead. I slept all day. I was just lazy today. I watched YouTube like 1 or 2 hours, man. I messed up so bad because I wasn't patient enough. You have to be patient. You need to give your mind that rest. And again, rest. I keep on saying, rest isn't YouTube. Rest isn't movie. Rest is real life things. Rest is going out with a friend. Rest is sitting just alone doing nothing. Rest is reading. A low demanding activity for your brain is rest. Meditating, rest. Your mind and body needs to adjust. I have a problem with that. Please don't make it problem for yourself. Your mind body needs to adjust to the load you're giving it, because this is hard. Changing your mind, changing your mindset, working more every day, it's hard. Your mind will adjust to it. It can adjust to it, but just not instantly. It's a muscle, as I said. Just imagine what you can do if you did small things every single day for the next year. Small changes compound. It's not the same amount of work every day. You're increasing your load every single week. So what are the things you can do to start those changes? Firstly, I want you to know this one rule. Do not compare yourself to others. I don't compare myself to others, but it's in my subconscious. Like, I know that guy is better than me, because I have a rule in life that only learn from people who are better than you. So that natural comparison just comes. But I generally tend to focus on myself and how I was a week ago or a month ago or a year ago. So that's the comparison you should make. Don't compare yourself to me, to anyone, your friends, your parents, no one. They don't care. They don't matter. Only you do. I made a video a few months ago on 5 or 6 things you can do to change your life. I'll link it up here so you can watch it. You could just wake up early. That's extremely challenging. Studying, progressive overload, cold showers, meditation. Just basically go out of your comfort zone. Whatever you don't want to do little. It's a journey, my friend. Okay, and last thing, it only takes 1 year to have hope for yourself in the future, as I have with myself. I have hope for myself about a good future for myself. Many of you don't have that. You will get that hope as a result of the changes you make to your life. Trust me, only takes 1 year for you to do that. And in 2 years, man, you're on top of the world. For yourself. Like, I can't wait to see what's ahead in the future for me. Hope is what drives me someday. Like, man, just imagine what would I be like 2 years from now if I keep up this pace, if I keep working like this. Consistently, small changes in progressive overload for the mind. And just because it's small changes does not mean it's not hard. It is still challenging, but you need to challenge it so that it has time to recover and rest. Same as muscle building. So that's it, man. Take care.